roots and feel the breeze. With my trusty knocks I dig with ease, searching past through ancient land, history's calling metal in my hand. Leprechauns and ancient myths, castles old and cliffs that kiss. Iron soil beneath my feet, wildlife watching tales we meet. I'm a metal detectorist, detechnician of this twist, saving history.
Well, hey folks, back out with the Musketeers. There's Treasure Island burrowing away into the ground. We're in County Down. Beautiful cold morning. We're starting to warm up. This is the first hole, the first signal of that's anyway decent, and it's a modern penny. A modern British penny. I could go looking for a year, but I'm not going to bother. It's on to the next. Did you find anything? He's still burrowing. That's Craig the gopher, still digging holes. On to the next. And second diggable signal is another penny. I'm on fire with the modern pennies today. Come on, we can do better than that. There's the imprint from the other side. And there's the imprint from this side. Another modern penny. On to the next. Right, I've moved on to a different field across the road, and apparently there was an old Victorian schoolhouse in this field, right along the hedgerow there by the road. Very trashy. Maybe that's just because it's by a road, but this is the first decent signal. And it's some sort of a plate, like a name plate or something. Don't know what that would have been. I didn't bring my gloves with the slit for my thumb today, which is very annoying. Yeah, there's a place for a rivet on the back. Not terribly old, but it might have been something interesting one time. And it is a Christmas dig, so I'm a bit festive. I have my Knox 900 is all lit up for the occasion. I'm also wearing a Santa hat. You'll just have to take my word for it. Anyway, it's on to the next. Okay, I think I'm on to my first old coin. And that's an imprint. Can you tell from the imprint? It could be a Vicky. Oh, I think I see it. It's what is it? Seems to have a very long neck. Oh, it's a Vicky, is it? Wait a minute. Yeah, it's a Vicky. I think that says 1865 maybe. If I can get my toothbrush. $1865. That is a young head, bun head. I think there's a difference between the bun head and the young head. I'm not sure. Like, she was young when she had the bun. So that's a Victoria penny. Delighted with that. It's a sign of it's contemporary with the site, as they say. Victorian schoolhouse, Victorian penny. Brilliant. On to the next. Okay folks, I think I have something special here. Got a very faint but high tone signal. I mean, it was a high tone, but it was not screaming at me. And yeah, I had to go down about 8 inches. And I saw this and I thought, ah, Jesus, a washer. But it has all the looks of a coin. But whatever it is, it's got this weird shield on the back, right where the holes drilled through. Can you see the shield? I don't know what this is, but I think it's some sort of a token. It's very crusty, very worn, but I'm delighted with that. I'll try and figure out what that is. There's a few experts here on this group dig that will know what this is. I'm looking at one of them right now, Owen. Owen will definitely know what this is. He's only a young fella, but by God does he know his stuff. Right, delighted with this, whatever it is. On to the next, and possibly another harmonica reed that I just smashed in my hands. Well, that's what it did look like. I think that's what it might be. On to the next. I'm just after meeting Craig from Treasure Ireland, and look what that little bollocks is after finding. First of all, a beautiful weight, and I think it says 8 drams or something drams on it. That's fantastic. And then he found what he was just telling me this morning, something he'd never found. Just this morning he was telling me he wanted to find a Vicky Trippence, and he did. An old veil head. It's the older Vicky, which is the newer coin. Look at that. Upside down. Beautiful. Did you get a year on that coin?
1898.
1898, the same year as the half crown I found a few months back.
The year you were born, I think, was it?
Beautiful. Yeah, no, it's the year before I was born. Come on. Yes, well done. Well done, Craig. I'm not a bit jealous.
Thank you, sir.
Haven't found anything good lately, and this isn't good either. But it is an iron. An iron in Northern Iron. Yeah, an old iron slug, I think they call them. That'll be going in the ditch. On to the next. Right, so I'm with Dana here, and just next to me, after I'd walked down there, she walked the other direction, and look what she's just pulled out. Well, I can't pick it up. So, William the Fourth. Is it William the Fourth? Look at that.
Yeah, it's Gulielmus.
We give it a miss, I think.
Gulielmus.
And what year did you say it was?
And on this other side, we
That
have
is stunning. That is mint.
1836.
I think they minted it and brought it straight over here and dropped it.
Well, it's just strange how this one you have to flip top to bottom.
Yeah,
You know?
that's fantastic.
I don't know nothing about this person, and I will know everything tonight.
And you've got 3 pennies,
Yeah,
a
look.
buckle and a basketball.
Yeah,
You're
look,
doing
a
way better than I
George
am.
and an Edward. See the way you can see the ears point in the
Yeah.
opposite direction.
And is that toast or is that something?
I think it's toasted. It's a penny of some sort,
Yeah,
but
could be Vicky. Brilliant. Well done. Well done. I'm not jealous. Well, I haven't found anything interesting lately. I just have this chain up. Unfortunately, it's junk. But somebody might have been wearing that around their neck or their wrist one time. Could be a pocket watch chain, actually. That'd make more sense. If we could find the pocket watch. Okay, on to the next. Right. Craig has brought over a ball of shite.
Yeah, double.
With beautifully high numbers, and he has no idea what's in it, and we're going to open it here. He's going to open it and sicken me to death. And it turns out to be
Absolutely.
there's something green. There was. It's a Roman coin.
After all that, it's not even a book.
It's a rivet or something, is it?
Yeah. Well,
Oh, well.
Anticlimax.
Well, I can't say I'm too displeased if I saw somebody else pulling up silver.
How was that? That was.
Oh well, on to the next. Struggling for finds, but it's a pocket knife. And is that handle bone maybe? Or is it a hard plastic? Nothing engraved on it, is there? No. Could Could be a bone, handle made out of bone or ivory. Not sure. Yep, on to the next. Look
like a
at
class.
what Rito has pulled up. Look at the decoration on that. They think it is possibly a Bronze Age brooch or
Clasp.
coat
Like a clasp.
fastener,
Yeah.
a clasp for a coat. If it is, and to be confirmed, that is the find of the day and probably the year. Wow.
Golden watch from days of old, buried treasure stories never told, digging through the past, shadows and dust.
Decoration there. And if it is, it's possibly 3,000 to 4,000 or years old or even more. That's amazing. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. Finally, after a couple of hours, I've got a coin. And it's only a copper, but it's a nice one. Look at the lovely patina. There's Britannia. I'm trying to get a year. I actually brought my glasses today, would you believe it? Can I see a year on this? 1910, I'm going to say. And it's an Edward the Seventh. I think that was probably the last year of his reign. I think he died in 1910. Am I right in saying Edward the Seventh? He's facing the right way anyway. Yeah, lovely. And look at the imprint. I just flicked it with the pinpointer. The whole lot fell apart. Lovely. Nice to get a coin finally. On to the next. Okay, we'll do one live one. Just to say we did one live one for the day. This was a beautiful, I think there it is. Beautiful 75. I think we have looking like a halfpenny. Oh, that's an imprint. That's not it. So where is it? This is it. Yep. It's very smooth though. Very smooth. Who or what is it? It's been battered. Not by me. Am I going to get anything off this? Maybe you might want to see. There's something on there. Do I see a bust? I thought I saw a guy looking right, which could make it George III. It's pretty slick. There's something there. Might have to get a bit of side light onto this after. Do I see a harp? No. I might get something off of this, but it'll need to dry out. Not sure if I'm seeing somebody looking to the left now. I'm not sure about this, but it's a coin. It's better than what I've been doing most of today. It's cold now. It is cold. Right, on to the next. Okay, so we're back home. I'm actually a couple of weeks late with this video. I apologize to everyone. But I just haven't had time and run up to Christmas and so on. So I'm going to do a quick wrap up with the best finds of the day. There was a couple of buttons, the two modern pennies I found at the start. Then there was the Vicky penny and her son, Edward VII penny. There was this toasted coin, which my best guess is a George III halfpenny. Barely make out something like a bust looking right, but I could be wrong. Nice pocket knife, not terribly old. I think that's just hard plastic. I don't think it's ivory or anything cool like that. But this was probably my best find of the day. A Cronbane halfpenny token. Now, the Cronbane halfpenny token was issued by the Associated Irish Mine Company, I think they were called, and it says it around the edge there somewhere. I'll put up a picture. And you had a shield, and on the other side you had St. Patrick with his staff and the big pointy hat that he was wearing. And it was based in County Wicklow in the late 1700s. Now, I didn't do too much research into what the company were mining, but I do know that there was a gold rush in County Wicklow in the late 1700s because there was gold discovered in the streams coming down the Wicklow Mountains. And it was discovered by peasants working in fields for the British landlords of the time and the authorities. And peasants started discovering glimmering gold literally in the water in these streams. And of course they started pocketing it. And all of a sudden these poor peasant workers who were working for almost nothing, just enough to survive, were leaving their jobs and going away because they were after finding gold. And all of a sudden the authorities found that they couldn't get workers, and where were they all going? And they figured out that, you know, people had discovered gold. So what did they do? Like most governments do, they banned the ordinary person from mining the gold, and they took control of it themselves. And of course they mined the rest of the gold that they could. So I'm just assuming that the Irish Associated Mine Company was set up after that gold was discovered in the Wicklow Mountains. But it was strange to find this coin from Wicklow in County Down. You'd always wonder how these coins get where they get. But yeah, that was my most interesting coin and my most interesting find of the day. But it was a great day. Great crack was had. Yeah, I did have my Santa hat looking silly all day with my detector all lit up with Christmas lights, but you know, have to have a little bit of fun too. And I'd like to thank the Musketeers for organising yet another good group dig, and the land is fantastic. The landowner was very generous with his you know, allowing us to use the land that way, and it just made for a great day. And there was about 50 of us out, and it was all good crack. So yeah, fantastic, and thanks to the lads that organised it. Anyway, that was the dig, and it's on to the next one next year sometime. Hopefully we'll have another one. Maybe there'll be more on that land, I'm not sure. I'm sure there's still loads of stuff there to be found. But anyway, everyone, have a happy new year. If you like these sort of videos, sure, give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next one. Ciao.
I'm the technician, search beneath the sand. Notch 900 in my hand, all across this land. Ireland's wild, the history runs deep. Wildlife sings, wild secrets they sleep.